Alright, what up guys, we're back at it with some BeamNG.drive, and in today's video I want to show you guys a cool little secret on this new map here that we got with the last update. So of course this is the Johnson Valley map. This is the one that just got added to the game with the 0.27 update, and it's a pretty cool map. There's like a main area here, right? So this is like the map itself, right? Like when you're talking about the map, like this is the map, right? There is a highway, but like the highway section it's sort of like its own separate map almost, like just because it's such a narrow strip. Like all of this is nomad's land, all of this is nomad's land. Like you're not really supposed to be able to explore any of this stuff because there's like a fence on either side of this highway, right? So you're basically constricted to like this little narrow strip here. Like the way it's designed, you would think that this whole thing is one gigantic map, but it's not. You essentially have this is your map. This is all one gigantic map, and then you have these two long highways that go out from the map. And that's the map, essentially. But there is actually a little bit of a hidden secret that I actually didn't know about until recently. So anyways, you're going to start out over here. I forget what they call this, like the pits or something like that. What did they call that? The remote pits, okay? So you're going to start here at the remote pits, and you're just going to like hook a left here. And go, I don't know what you would call this, like west or something, I don't really know. Like to the left of this little mountain here, essentially. So you take this little trail here, and you'll find this opening in the fence, actually. So this entire map, like we had looked at earlier, much like the highway is surrounded by fence, this entire map is surrounded by fence. So from basically like the edge of the highway here, to all the way down here, around here, and down here. This is all fenced off, and you're technically not supposed to be able to get out here, but it would appear that we are actually able to get out here, and these look like they're actually some sort of salt flats. But what I also want to do is not only just check out these salt flats, but I want to see just how much of this stuff is actually, like, navigatable, you know what I mean? So these are the salt flats. And I could see this being like really cool for speedruns. It's not like we don't already have places to do speedruns. I mean, there's that highway, which is pretty good for speedruns. But then we also have like just the grid map too. Like the grid map is like an infinite speedrun place. Oh god. This thing is hating all of this. So I would say when you take this into consideration, I think this actually is the biggest map. So when they're talking about the size of this map, I am actually pretty sure that they are just talking about this area here. And then like somehow they count like this part of it too. Not really sure exactly how they do that. But I mean, like when we're talking about map sizes, so this thing is supposed to be like 3.6 square miles, which, you know, like 1.9, like 2 miles by 2 miles. Like I completely believe that. Like that makes sense for that little squared in area. Whereas this one is 2.5 by 2.5, right? Like a little bit big, not too much bigger, but a little bit bigger, right? So if we go back to the map, like I would totally believe that this is like 2 miles from here to here. So I'm pretty sure when they say 1.9 miles by 1.9 miles, they're quite literally just talking about this little square area. And as you can see, we've already gone way past that. So I mean, even if we just count like where I just drove here, like this map is already 2 times bigger than they told us it is, right? And that's assuming that this is the only place we can go, right? And I kind of think that we might be able to drive quite literally everywhere from here. You know what I mean? So we're going to try to do just that, actually. But yeah, you know, it kind of seems like you have infinite exploration here. The only thing is, you'll notice that sign said something along the lines of, like, what? Population 400 polygons or something like that. I mean, this definitely is not, like, an HD part of the map by any means. I mean, as you can see, it is very polygonal. I mean, this mountain is a fucking triangle. You know what I mean? It's... yeah, you know. It is definitely beyond the beyond land, you know, this is clearly not developed land. I mean, look at this shit. I almost feel like we're about to fly off this edge here. Is there even anything over here? Yes, okay. Yeah, obviously it's like entirely undefined. Like they're trying to create this like fake 3D space look to it. Like how much you want to bet this is a perfectly flat little slope here and there's absolutely no texture to it whatsoever. It's just an image pasted on top of a completely flat surface. How much you want to bet? Like you would think based on this like 3D image that there's like some nice ridges and stuff. Fuck no, dude, that's just all flat. At least it's dirt. I gotta say, at least it's fucking dirt, right? It could be worse. It could literally just be asphalt, like that place in West Coast or whatever, right? So yeah, it could be worse. That. So my question becomes, why is there fence here, but not on the other side, right? Huh. That's so fucking weird. Like, why is there a fence here at all, right? Oh my god. God damn it. Come on, bro. I mean, this is still, like, impressively large. Why? What about the other side? It kind of seems like it just fucking goes, you know what I mean? So it lets you go, like, off and around this way, but not the other way? Like, what is the logic there? So this is all open this way, but just not open the other way. Which means that, theoretically, even though you can't venture outward this way, you can venture outward this way, which I suspect would mean that you could venture out all around this way, and then come up and around this side here, venture out all around this way, come up and around here, and venture all around this way. That's probably going to take a long time to drive, but I do kind of want to see. So where does this fence end, though? Because, you know, that's the other thing, is that this fence has to end somewhere, right? God, this thing is fucking slow. I could have chose literally anything else, and it would have been better than this. What the fuck? I think, honestly, like, the craziest part is that somebody had to place this entire fence here. I'm not even gonna lie, it kind of... I have a feeling I'm not even gonna have to go all the way around the map. Like, I feel like this thing is just gonna end somewhere fucking stupid, and I'm gonna be able to go around it. Or who knows, maybe it'll go all the way to the very end of the fucking map. Or it'll end here. Wow. It's literally just like that. Yeah, I was about to drive around the entire map. I'm really glad I did not, because you fucking totally don't have to. Why did they put that fence there at all? I'm actually, like, really confused by that. It's like somebody got the idea of closing off this entire, like, salt flat area, and then, like, an eighth of the way through the job, they were like, you know, this is actually kind of fucking retarded. We should just leave this all the way open. Because, like, who the fuck are we kidding? Like, this shit isn't finished anyway. Like, fuck it. Like, honestly, what in the fuck was their logic here? As far as that fence? They just were hoping nobody was gonna notice. They're like, okay, well, hopefully they'll see this fence and they'll just assume that the entire thing is fenced in and they won't try, right? Dude, this place is huge. Like, it's pretty hard to count this as map space since it's, like, very clearly undeveloped. But, like, it's also kind of hard not to, because you can kind of just fucking drive here. I mean, not even kind of. You can just fucking drive here. So, like, it's map space. You know what I mean? It's terrible map space, but this is all 100% technically map space, because it is all 100% technically within the map. Like, you don't have to do anything fancy or special or weird to get here. You can literally drive here from anywhere else on the map. Anywhere where you can get to on the map, you can drive to here from there with any vehicle. Oh, we are so fucking far off the map, it's ridiculous. I mean, this is a massive, massive, massive map. I don't think there's any map as big as this one, honestly. The real question is, what is on the other side of these mountains? Is this it? Is this the end of the end? It's gotta be. Yeah, this thing is pretty damn good, too. I forgot about this. I was so distracted by all the other off-road vehicles that I had completely forgotten about the true best off-road vehicle. Oh god, this is it. What? There's more? This doesn't even make sense. Wait, this thing has a front drive shaft? See, how come this thing can have all-wheel drive, but the fucking buggy can't? Like, what? See, I could see this map being one of the best maps for, like, an airplane. You know what I mean? I mean, there's plenty of, like, spaces to land, take off, fly around without just being above, like, endless ocean. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure, like, every other map, if I'm not mistaken, is essentially a giant island. Right? I'd have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure this is the case. Utah might be different, which is kind of funny because this might as well be Utah, if we're being completely honest here. Yeah, I think Utah might be the only exception. Utah is like the only map that isn't a gigantic fucking island, right? Uh-oh. This looks like the end. Now we're seeing something different. Oh, yeah, that's the end of the map, for sure. See, and that's the other thing, too, is it's like, even, like, the maps where you can, like, kind of get out of bounds if you try hard enough, Like, you don't go this long until you find, like, the fucking edge of the map. Like, you just don't. Like, this is the biggest map. Like, both as far as, like, drivable space goes and, like, non-drivable space. Like, do you know how long it takes to get to the edge of any, or, like, any map in this game? Not very long. Like, you can get, like, you can almost see the edge of the map in most maps. Like, oh my god, that's huge. Holy shit. Yeah, this place might be fucking gigantic. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to download the ME262 or whatever you call that thing. It'd be perfect for this map. Taking off and landing at the salt flats. Hell yeah, dude. Anyways, though, there's not really a whole lot to this out-of-bounds area. I mostly just kind of wanted to show that this place does exist, like the salt flats, I guess, in general, but also this, like, out-of-bounds area that you can definitely get to. Like, that fence is there, but, like, literally just drive past the fence. Like, that fence is quite literally not stopping anybody. Yeah, cool little Easter egg on the Johnson Valley map. You know, I think this actually solidifies it as the biggest map in BeamNG.drive, at least in the vanilla version of the game. There have been some pretty big maps, like 10 mile by 10 mile maps, but I think this might actually be bigger than 10 mile by 10 mile. Like, I mean, this little square is 2 mile by 2 mile, and we can definitely fit more than 5 of those on this map. I mean, you can fit like 1, 2, 3, 4. We're talking about like 4, 5, like 9 times 2. We're talking about like probably like 18 by 18 miles here is about what we're looking at. And that's just like a super quick and rough estimate. It's somewhere, if I had to be like a little bit more broad with my estimate, I would say it's somewhere between a 15 by 15 and a 20 by 20 in map size. To compare it to any other map, I guess, that would be almost 10 times larger than Italy. Definitely 10 times larger than Utah, right? So, pretty big fucking map at the end of the day. That's it for this video. Just wanted to show you guys the cool little Easter egg and show you guys this out-of-bounds area. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. It definitely helps me out. And if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to this channel if you want to check out any more of this content or any of my other gaming content for that matter. And of course, as always, for as little as 99 cents a month, you become a channel member. Help support this channel monetarily. Help me pay some bills around here, that sort of thing. Yeah, that being said, I've been Plock the Master Gamer with some BeamNG.drive. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. You know this? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So technically, this map is even bigger.